Alright, this video is going to be 10 things that I have learned in motherhood so far. So right now I am almost 2 years into motherhood. Our oldest is almost 2 in a few months. So I haven't been in it that long and I am still learning definitely so many things. I'm also learning from other women who have been mothers for longer periods of time, who have more wisdom than I do. But motherhood does teach you things every single day. And I just wanted to share some of those things that I have learned in these 2 years. So if you do not know me, my name is Hannah and I have 2 boys. One is almost 2 and one is 4 months old. It has been a crazy time, like transitioning into 2 instead of just taking care of 1. Having a busy toddler and a baby can be a handful, but I am learning and I am enjoying each day, even in the hard moments. I'm not gonna lie, there's been really hard moments in motherhood, but the good definitely outweighs the bad moments for sure, and you can find the joy even in the littlest things. So I'm just going to go over a list of 10 different lessons that I've learned in motherhood so far, things that motherhood has taught me, how I've grown, things that I have seen related to my faith, to my family. These are in no special order, so I'm just going to go through how I have them written down. So you probably heard this one talked about a lot in motherhood and raising kids, and that is that patience comes at a whole different level. You think you're patient when you are single or maybe even married. Patience gets tested there and in everyday life for sure. But when you are raising little ones, your patience definitely gets tested every single day, and you have to really hold your tongue, know what battles you want to fight, what battles between your kids that you want to take on, or which ones you just want to I don't know, be more patient towards. So patience is something that I am definitely learning and definitely gets tested, if not every day, at least every single week. Motherhood also comes with doing and dealing with things that you never thought you would be doing, whether that's cleaning up messes and changing so many diapers that you never thought or never really wanted to do. You just do it and you deal with different things. And honestly, as a mother, you become so much stronger than you ever knew you could going through labor, raising a human and figuring things out every single day, because you are learning right alongside your little one. So learning and dealing with different things is something else that I've really been taught in motherhood, and I've seen myself grow throughout these past few years. This one can be kind of a touchy subject, but I would say that motherhood has taught me to question everything that I was taught, everything that people tell me. Question what is in your foods, what's in your products that you're using on your babies. Question it all and really come out of it with your own decision and what you believe is best for your family. Talk about it with your husband. Figure out what is your convictions, what you believe biblically about certain topics. Question everything that you think you've been taught, because I have definitely done that in the past, well, over 2 years. When I was first pregnant, I really started questioning a lot, and since then I have found out a lot of different things, changed different things in my life, and question things every time something comes up. So this is something that I have realized, and I've heard other moms talk about it as well. If you have little ones and toddlers, you will be spending most of your money on fruit. I cannot tell you how much fruit I buy every single week just for one toddler. As soon as Riley gets older, I'm sure I'm going to be buying more. Whether you're baby-led weaning or just feeding your toddler, fruit is going to be an expense that you will have to make room for in the budget. So especially over the past few months since having 2 under 2, I have learned that I can do nothing without God. There are nights that I was up until like 2 a.m. and all the way throughout the night, and then my toddler would be waking up at 5 or 6 in the morning. I would be struggling with so many things. I had my jobs to do, I had my home responsibilities, and I was looking after 2 little humans. And I do not believe that I could have got through any of that and can get through any day today or in the future without God, because He is the one that gives me the strength, gives me the peace, the patience, the grace that I need to raise these little humans and just keep going and have the strength to go every single day. Next one is the concept of time becomes kind of irrelevant. I am a really scheduled person. I'm very much a time-oriented person. So while raising 2 little ones, getting my to-do list done on the times during the day, or getting my responsibilities done, really has just kind of changed in my mindset, because you cannot plan blowouts or different messes. It takes a while to figure out how to get 2 dressed and out the door. So learning to just do the bare minimal and work with the time that you have, and if something doesn't get done or your to-do list doesn't get done that day at all, you just go along with it, and there's always another day, and just do the things that really needs to be done. And most of the time that's just keeping two little humans alive. Next would be that prayer is so powerful. It is such an important thing to pray every single day. Again, this goes back to another point that I just made about doing nothing without God. Prayer is something that keeps me sane throughout the day. It allows me to give all of my worries and anxiety over to Him. Also praying for my boys, praying through a situation where I am losing patience, praying for our family as a whole. I've talked about prayer many times on this channel and on my Instagram, but recently I have really been diving into prayer more and really incorporating that into my days more as a mother, and it has really helped on those really hard days because prayer is so important and so powerful, and it's such an amazing gift from God. So another one would be balancing everything is extremely hard, but it is possible. When you have one, you kind of wonder how you're going to balance a baby and taking care of your home, or you're doing your job, whatever your life looks like. When you have two, it's how do you balance the one and the new baby and everything else that comes along with life. I was in the same boat. I was worried so badly about things. And even on different days, I'm still worried about that because some days come with more appointments to make, responsibilities, different things that need to be taken care of around the home. Plus your toddler's having a really bad day, or your baby is crying all day and you can't put him down. Balancing everything is extremely, extremely hard, but it is totally possible. And I would say that definitely goes back to the other point about doing everything with God. So another thing that I've noticed that comes with motherhood is that this job is extremely, extremely hard, but it is so important. There is nothing like properly raising little ones to be the next generation that is striving for the kingdom, that is growing in godly stature, and that are little men and women of wisdom and valor and godliness. It is such an important job, and I feel like culture in this day and age has really forgotten that, but I also feel like a lot of mothers are coming back to that. So I am so blessed to be a part of this generation and that are really striving to raise the next godly generation for the kingdom. And then lastly, motherhood has taught me that you are constantly learning. You think you have something figured out, and the next week everything changes. You think you have the bedtime routine all figured out, but then next week it changes. You think that you have everything under control, scheduled out, and then again it changes. You are constantly learning. You're constantly learning about yourself, about your character. You are learning how to handle your toddler when they have meltdowns and outbursts. You are learning how to deal with different symptoms and things that come up in your baby. There are so many things that I've learned over the past few years, and that probably comes from questioning everything as well. Motherhood is a learning journey. You are learning from the moment, honestly, from the moment you get pregnant, the moment you birth your baby. You are constantly learning alongside them to become technically a new human, because you are no longer just one person. I feel like because you've had those babies, they are a part of you. You are learning to handle them, to help them grow, to help them mature, to go out into this world as their own little selves. So definitely motherhood is a complete learning process, and it has not stopped yet, and I don't think it's going to for quite a few years. So those are the 10 things that motherhood has taught me so far. There has been plenty more, but those are just 10 things that I've written down that I wanted to share with you. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe. If you are new here, I make videos on faithful and simple living, such as motherhood, your walk of faith, and so much more. So if you enjoyed this, please stick around, and thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next one.